I got two on me. That's okay. Debuff, big debuff. Axe, big debuff.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice. Finish. Good shit.
I got
He's rooted. Finish. Good shit. Okay, debuff, big debuff. Big debuff healer. On the healer.
Trying to get you now. Trying to get you.
Stun.
I got
Big red. Kill. Nice. He's rooted. Finish. On you. Oh no, maybe like two. Nice vids, Jetty. Hi. Cool. Let's give this guy some love. What's going on, gamers? It's Jetty. Before I say anything, my brother Delta has recently started streaming our PvP farm sessions. We're gonna try to bring you guys as much live content as we can during the nights throughout the week. So just make sure to stop by and say hello. We're humble PvP farmers trying to grow our top quality product. In this case, it's the tears of our enemies. So we hope that you guys get to, join us in the farming journey. So I wanted to make a second video about the upcoming patch, Brimstone Sands, since I felt we missed on a couple things. And hopefully this time I'm gonna do my best to make a short video. But we have a lot of talk about regarding PvP and the patch. So let's just see where this takes us. And I want to start exactly where we left off on our first video with Instance Wars, because this is huge and we didn't give it enough love, and it couldn't have been released at a better time than now, because with all the great changes that we've seen and all the other changes that we have yet to see in October, it's the perfect time to move into Instance Wars. You see, like we mentioned, the Bruiser class is getting the Greatsword. And I say the Bruiser class because this is no longer going to be a strength base class. With the Greatsword, I am 100% convinced that we will be seeing a change to the meta, with Greatsword combined with spears, sword and boards, and even rapier performability. And this is all going to be joining the clumps and point fights in wars. It's going to be even more chaotic than what it already is. And that's why we need Instance Wars so badly right now. Hopefully, these sessions will help deal with the lag and smooth workflow of combat. We have to monitor and see what happens, as the days come by. But this, among many other reasons, makes perfect sense for the introduction of Instance Wars in the game. But also, it's not just wars being changed to instances. We have other PvP changes coming up in the horizon. And that's the fact that roster composition are also going to be having a major overhaul, being the case of allowing a certain number of company members before you can merc out the rest of the slots. This, with the addition of the war restrictions after swapping company, deals a major blow to shell companies. And although we don't have the exact numbers yet of company versus mercs, we will have more people allowed to participate in PvP endgames such as wars. But also, let's talk about some of the side effects of this. And well, number one, the more obvious one is, more people will be allowed to get into wars. It's not going to be the same people going to wars all the time. That number of participation being, I think, close to 150 is going to triple or even go higher, I dare to say. And another side effect is that PvPers will have more value for companies, that want territories. Since it's not the same people fighting anymore, right? So those medium tier PvPers that have been feeling left out in PvP all this time will get the last laugh, because now they will be able to choose which company they want to join, that want to own a territory. And another side effect is that, of course, there's going to be more variety on territory control. With the patch, there will be about 12 territories total, meaning a good company with nothing but good PvPers and at least 70 members will be able to hold maybe 2 territories max. And that's, a full deck company, meaning worst case scenario, total chaos server, but nothing, with nothing but the best PvPers. As far as territories go, there's going to be 6 companies hugging all the glory and land, and that's full toxic mode with nothing but the best PvPers on the server. That's huge. That's way better than just having one company own the entire server. Like I said, these changes come at the right time, especially since there's so many new and returning players playing the game. It is going to be good for new companies, new emerging companies. They're going to have a chance, at owning a territory. Now, while on the topic of companies and territory control, wouldn't it be awesome if we could have, as a company owning a territory, more perks than just getting tons of gold? Like, let's say for example, since you get to own a territory, your company gets something like a full deck company house, like a chilling spot, or a full deck war room where they would have meetings and special tables for officers and councils, and a place to plan the strategy for defense of their territory, or maybe titles specific to the governor that he can hand out to members of their company that own the territory, like let's say for example Windsward Champion, or Windsward Medic, or Windsward Master Strategies, or Chef, or I don't know, something like that. I don't know, am I going crazy? You guys drop me a comment and tell me what you think. What kind of company perks would you like to see aside from just gold? And it's not that I'm complaining about gold, it's just that it does get pretty boring. So leave me a comment, and while you guys are leaving me a comment, make sure that you like and subscribe. I would be mostly appreciated of your support, so thank you so much. Also, another topic that I want to talk about is Runeglass, because I feel I didn't give it enough justice on my last video. And that's because the layers of building your own character are now so much more fun and complex. AGS is doing a fantastic job making sure that all these boring modifications are out of the picture. With Runeglass, not only the grind continues, but the search for that PvP excellent mastery build carries on. I am personally super excited, but also a little worried about the energy regen modifier to the gems. We have to wait and see what happens once this is released, but the idea of energy regens on my gems gets me so pumped. I mean, that's just me, but have in mind that with Runeglass, the perks to the gems, you can choose your own path. You can choose your damage and damage type. You can choose leeching, or in my case, energy regen for energy management, or even mana regen, for PvE and healers, or mages, that are struggling with mana management. I mean, we are getting so much variety and options when crafting our build. It's pretty exciting for PvP. And this is just the beginning for Runeglass. They can add more perks in the future. I'm sure they're going to. So actually, let's just stop for a moment and think about all the options and choices you can make for your build. You choose your weapons, and then you choose your weapon mastery. You get to choose your attribute distribution. And another thing that we haven't talked about is the food buffs, that they're adding, and the food attributes. Then you get to choose your gear type loadout, you know, whether light, medium, or heavy. And then you also have to choose your gear perks and weapon perks, you know, then your gems, and now the Runeglass perks on the gems. And even the ultimate rune ability. I mean, that's a lot of choice when it comes to crafting your build. I think the icing on the cake at this point would definitely be an amazing transmog, which, you know, I hope is coming soon. So think about it. Now you have this golden crown of a build. Imagine the infinite number of guides and build videos out there, you know, each for a specific type of setup. It's crazy, you know. But then comes the best part. If you want to go from a melee build to a range build, if you want to go from a tanking build to a healer build, you don't have to start from the beginning. You can just make some changes. Some changes are going to be bigger than others, but you're not starting from level 1 and grinding all the way to 60. You know, you can just do that at your own pleasure. And that's what I love about this game. And that's the reason why I stick with it, even when there was only 15k players max. It's because there's nothing else like it. The possibility of customization is just so amazing, and the amount of time that you save is even better. So let's just briefly talk about what's ahead and what we are looking for in the future. First of all, with the new Brimstone Sands territory, there's going to be tons of PvP in that new area. It will be the new Windsward, Everfall, and Brightwood, right? It's going to be the new big three. My worry is that with the expansion of the servers and so many people now playing, how are we going to possibly deal with 2,500 players, you know, in that new area? You know, think about the amount of lag. You know, so I wondered if AGS has thought about this and if they have a plan. Or maybe I'm just tripping. I don't know. What do you guys think? Finally, I want to say that now is the perfect time to start thinking about ranked leaderboards for all PvP and PvE. It is now or never, you know, and I hope that AGS releases it either with or soon after the October patch. You know, it just makes sense, and it's going to make so many gamers happy. It will be amazing. Anyways, gamers, I hope I have covered everything about the patch from a PvP perspective in these two videos, and I hope you guys find this content entertaining. That's all I have to say for now, so make sure to support your channel if you guys like this content and you find it entertaining. You know, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Also make sure to stop my brother's Twitch account and say hello if you guys have a chance. You guys are all amazing. I hope to see you guys again on my next video. Stay safe, and until then, peace.